'cause it keeps me sane. All this running away. All these echoes in my head. 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 Lead me back down to nowhere. Crashing, weight up on my chest, pull me out there. All these echoes in my head. 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 Lead me back down to nowhere. Crashing, weight up on my chest, pull me out there. I can't stop on my floor. Burning up till no one's more. I'm waiting, I can't wait no more. No, I can't stop on my floor. All these echoes in my head. 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 Lead me back down to nowhere. Crashing, weight up on my chest, pull me out there.
Everything is alright. With each sunrise in the sky, we can spread our wings and fly. In the waves of life, like whispers dancing on the tide. Guided by hope, take flight. Only got you inside, oh you inside. And this time, we can aim for the sun. Look what I've become, and I realize without you I'd be lost. It's all 'cause of you. Don't know what I would do. Through the thunder we'll stand strong. So this time we'll be right where we belong. We'll be right where we belong. We'll be right where we belong. This is hard to come by. We dance until the morning light. Forever, no goodbyes. I know we will be alright. In the waves of life, like whispers dancing on the tide. Guided by hope, take flight. Only got you inside, oh you inside. And this time, we can aim for the sun. Look what I've become, and I
Barcelona. Yeah, well, we should, I'm still trying to solve that problem. My music's not too loud, is it? I'm turning it down. So, the problem I'm trying to solve is, when to stream. I don't have my green screen up. That'll come later. I just don't get anything done. So, we're having an interesting stream today. And that interesting stream is going to be a little bit of an unboxing. Because we can do that. I have... oh, can you see this sucker? You see this, baby? I have my Mac. Oh, hi, Max. I have my Mac Studio here that I ordered a week plus ago. Still haven't opened. Wait. Why is it picking up the wrong... There we go. That's correct. Anyway, so we're going to be doing that today. Not you. We got our mic. We need to add our camera back. And then we'll hide chat. Anyway, so here's a plan today. Unbox the Mac Studio, set up the Mac Studio, run benchmarks. Like, the goal of the stream is to run the benchmarks. That is... You can't hear the music anymore, can you? So the goal of the stream, 100%, run benchmarks. That's all we want to do. But we can't do that without the computer being set up first. So we're going to start by unboxing a Mac Studio because I bought it. So here's the thing. Anybody who knows Mariah knows that I fangirl Apple products completely, like totally fangirl these Apple products. Can we zoom out with this? This is great. So let me just take this off. So, completely fangirl Apple products. I watch all of the things, and I did not watch the last keynote. I was unaware. Oh, wow. Why are you so low? Unaware that... Why is it picking up the ground? Why? Anyway. I was completely unaware that they'd released a new Mac. Oh, it's a bigger Mac Mini. It's an iPod rug. You use VS Code, so we just don't live in the same world. Anyway. So... Which camera is this recording from? Not that camera. Not that... Oh, it's that camera. Okay, it's this camera. We figured it out. So I have a Mac Studio to unbox, essentially. And this is not working out the way I wanted it to. Why won't it, like, zoom out? Okay, we gotta change this sucker. I don't know. Okay, well... Hey, Ghost Daddy! Well, it used to let me do my camera. If I plug it in, it lets me zoom out the way... See, like, I want it to look like this. Why won't it let me do it, like, super zoomed out? Why don't I have, like, a 3-foot, 4-foot, 5-foot... I want it to look like this the whole time. So I can unbox this sucker. That's all I want is to do unboxer. Apparently, I broke my camera thing. I don't know what I did. I do have a tripod. I thought that was option 2. Where'd my tripod go? But this is so much cooler than the tripod. I have lots of things. The black box? Well, okay, I'll change it back to the other one. I have lots of fun tools. I have like 4 tripods actually. And I just really want to have another reason to use this chest mount thing. We'll figure it out. We'll have another reason one day. Right? We'll have another reason one day. So if I do it like this, I can actually have a better control of the camera. Right? Which is what we want anyway. Let's see. Try again. Transform, rotate counterclockwise 90 degrees. Transform. This is the fun part. Nope. Top. Not 6,000. Nope. Nope. 200. 400. There we go. Oh gosh. Sorry. And now I have to clean my camera too. And then now we go make this huge. This is what I do for meetups, by the way. So now we can unbox a thing. No, okay. Now I do 0.5. Look at that. Look at this. Now you can see the Mac Studio and all of its glory. Look at that. So this Mac Studio has an M3 Ultra. It has 96 gigabytes of unified RAM. Ready for this? This is the part. This is the ASMR part that I wanted on camera. Let's see if we can Get that mic to pick it up. Ready? See? We all care about that. No. Okay, so I don't actually care about it either. Oh gosh. Like, I actually pretty much don't care about the ASMR stuff. Also, you want to know my biggest critique about Apple? How they like to just waste boxing space on cardboard. Like, this is an inch of cardboard. Like, the padding cardboard's fine, but why did they need an inch of cardboard for a piece of paper box? Like, there's little wings that open. Ugh. Oh gosh. Look at that beauty. And that's it, right? That's it. Thank you, Apple, for giving me a box that cannot be reused. But it does have a little nice, like, thing on it. Gotta keep your investment protected. Clearly, we went into ads, so Rugmat went on YouTube. Okay. Ready for some more ASMR? Let's mute the music just to be extra effective. Ready? Yeah. Wasn't that good? High quality handle. And this is high quality wrapping paper right there. Look, and it had a scuff on it. So much for all that wrapping, it came with the scuff on it. There's my Ethernet. I thought they said there were 5 Thunderbolt 5 ports, not 4. Oh, there's 2 more. 6. There's 6. Was there no? No, there was one HDMI. I was like, the mic cancels out all the noise? Probably, because if not, it echoes. I don't actually want to have an ASMR stream. I find ASMR annoying. Didn't we? Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna plug the things in. So we're gonna plug a HDMI in and a power in. After the stream tonight, I got a desk mount. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna mount it under my desk. Isn't that so cool? But I couldn't do the unboxing if I did that before the stream. So. Okay. Well, here's an interesting conundrum. I have a capture card that I'm gonna use with the HDMI, but can't use the capture card and the iPhone at the same time, so we'll have to switch those. Okay. So we've got HDMI plugged in. We got our power plugged in. HDMI plugged in. Oh wait, is this the in or the out? Doesn't help me if it's... Okay, that was the HDMI in. Because if it's the HDMI out, then that's actually redundant. Okay. We're going to switch these. Say goodbye to the camera. Goodbye, iPhone. You've served your entire purpose for today. Oh, I could just use the same USB-C, Mariah. I don't have Shadowcast. Okay. So, okay, so that's video capture device. No green screen? Hide screen? We don't have one for the capture card. Interesting. Capture card. We need to add video capture device. Add. Okay, we've got captured one. Capture device. No, cancel. We need to add video capture. Two. That's this one, so we can throw the green screen up there in a minute. And you've got that. Okay. No, I want this to be on top of it. Okay, let's put me down in the corner. Okay, let's throw some green screen on there. And we'll do a setup. Come here, green screen. Okay, I'm pressing the power button. Oh, I don't have on my vertical thing. I don't know where the capture card is. It's like hiding up here. Where'd you go? Okay, I need to go grab my keyboards. Like 15 keyboards. Keyboards coming up. This is my SteelSeries keyboard that I keep in the closet for special occasions. You see, look at that. We got a SteelSeries keyboard. What the heck's going on with my vertical stuff?
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
Did you hear that? My computer's getting mad at me. Okay, so the video capture device, oh, that's me. That's this. Where's the capture card? Oh, it's not showing? Yes, let's try adding it again. Add capture card. Where is it? Why isn't it showing my capture card? On the... I want it to show the capture card on the thing that I use to make TikTok clips. Guess we're not doing that. Okay. We want English to be our main language. Is there like an unknown? No. Okay. Have you ever set up a Mac from scratch? Apparently Rug never has. You said the only thing you've ever owned was an iPad. Are you saying that you do different stuff for work? You don't consider that owning it?
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now to turn it on and set up your Mac. If you would like to learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the Escape key.
Nope, I don't need any accessibility features. Here's the thing. If I hide the screen, I'm not gonna be able to see it. Okay. Can I do my password? Without... any help? No, Beck. We'll just do this one. That one is fine. I'm gonna hardwire it anyway when I do it for real, so it can be on slow internet for now. Oh, you set up a Mac in 6th grade? That's good to know. In Canada, they loan you MacBooks to take home? Because that is fabulous. In America, we're on Chromebooks now, but we definitely did not have them when I was a child. Oh, that camera's bad. Let's see if I can get this a little bit. Actually, I can't even tell. I don't think it's doing anything. And I scoot in. I completely void everything I just did by scooting in. But it's a good camera. iPads My niece has iPads in her special needs one, but the non-special needs options just use regular. What should we do while we wait for that to download? Dot files, I thought I merged that. Thought I merged that last night. And nope, can't do that. Let me tell you. Using your normal service account for work is great for like making little GitHub star things. It really sucks. I don't how. Where did I completely ruined this whole vertical thing. I don't even have my screen capture anymore. Ooh, SS Shawshank. Thanks for following. Glad to have you here. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I just know that I broke my vertical input and I'm so sad. Oh, that's restream chat. So now I have chat showing up again. Okay. Oh, that's you. You got dot files too? Oh, I was about to see if I merged my dot files. That's what I was in the middle of doing. I thought I merged this. That's what I was looking at. I think... Why don't you share your dot files on Discord? That way I don't forget about them. I mean, I'll definitely check them out. Just let me make sure I wanted to merge this. Yeah, I do. Did I clean up the commits? How many commits are in there? 1. Okay. Cool. I just have to go over here to the... Oh, you're using a Ghosty, the Ghosty terminal, right? That's what that is? Oh, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Nice. I'm still using the term with SSH, ZSH. How do you like Ghosty? I thought about switching to Ghosty. Okay, so I know what we can do. So we'll get ready for the benchmark stuff. I had talked to the ChatGPT at some point about finding models But we should talk to Pedro and see if you're trying to install Arch Linux. Where are you gonna install Arch Linux on? You got a new computer? Okay, so let's see how much Pedro knows. This model I downloaded yesterday on an external SSD. Nice. For what? Like, what do you use the external SSD for, right? Just for storage. Right? Are you just going to use it for storage? Like, explain to me why you would install Arch Linux on an external SSD besides booting from it. That's what I would like to know. Okay. Use the LLaMA. I just don't know where my prompt was. Bench binary from the you don't have much storage for dual boot, so you can boot from your SSD. I gotcha. LLaMA C++ project to benchmark my Mac Studio versus PC with GPU, because it doesn't know anything about NVIDIA and stuff. What models and quantizations should I get from Hugging Face? Yeah. See, Pedro didn't know anything. I can quantize it using the Transformers library. No. That's kind of cool. So this thing is like hiding somewhere. What is this? I don't know. It's hiding. Oh, it's... Okay, it worked this time. I fixed it. Don't know what I did. Okay, let's see. 30 minutes remaining. Well, it's gotta do what it's gotta do, right? Yeah, you're not helpful. Where's the ChatGPT one where I actually... I thought it was this one, but it's clearly not. Oh, it was this one. Okay, so it said oh. Let's open Hugging Face here. It said recommended GGov model sizes. To get the LLaMA 3 13 instruct 4K MQF because we want to get 13 billion to 34 billion, right? Because this would do the VRAM max. So we want to do a 7 billion for tokenization speed. Right? The Bloke, LM Studio, and NOS Research. Come on. Does this not work? Oh, it does work. Nice. Because this one has the Q in. I don't know what Deep Hermes is. So I wanted to do a LLaMA, a DeepSeek, a Gemma. Should we do a Mistral just to say we did a Mistral? Like, we're just doing benchmarking. This isn't Mariah picking one for the end of time, right? So it doesn't really matter. If I'm not picking one for the end of time. Oh. Sorry, I'm moving this stuff. Put the keyboard up here. Oops. If I'm not picking one for the end of time. Which I'm not. Oh gosh. Now I've got my headphones tangled up and there's some massive cables. If I'm not picking, then I can probably, I think we should 100% do a Mistral 7B instruct, because that's just like a straight up normal. And it's really easy to download. I think we should do a LLaMA, and then I think we should do a DeepSeek. I think those are the three we should benchmark on. Okay, how do we feel about that? Any complaints? I'm going to... I think we're going to stick with the Q4. And we're going to do everything in a Q4. And let's try and find a 30 billion. Something around 30 billion for all of them, except for the Mistral. Mistral will do Mistral 7B, just because that's like a pretty standard as far as self-hosting goes. Like, you can run a Mistral 7B on Raspberry Pi. So running Mistral 7B makes sense. Oh, my face is really big. Did I change it that much? Right, so Mistral 7B, no, we need to do a Mistral 7B GGUF. No, we're just why do they not know how to search? The Bloke had one that I downloaded previously. So... See, from the Bloke. This is the one I was looking for. I mean, this is, I think, definitely, we'll do this one. Thank you. So we decided we were going to do that. And we're going to stick with instruct just for kicks and giggles. And then let's get these two both in 30. So I know that I've used LM Studio for their llamas pretty well. Like I've enjoyed their llama really well, and they have GGUFs for it. Oh, and they also have a cute with the perfect, so we can use their Qwin as well. What's the newest Qwin? How do you say that? Does somebody want to write that phonetically? Pedro? We had Pedro up, right? New conversation. How do I pronounce Queen? Quinn. I don't know. What do you mean? Does that sound right? Phi reasoning. People like that one too. That's what I thought. I thought there was a 3. What is MLX? Gemma 3 GGUF. Ultra long M2? This is 8 billion. What the heck is ultra long mean? Like, does somebody want to tell me? Enhanced long context understanding. Gotcha. We're not doing long context understanding currently. I'm not. I have a use case for it. But I don't think I need that. Llama 4? Oh, we're doing Llama... I'm gonna stick with Llama 3. Okay, I'm just looking for a Llama 3. Can I... Why don't I just do LM Studio Llama? Thanks. Alphabetical. Now I can just go to Llama, right? Mistral small, Mistral large. I already got a llama. So we don't want 120. Nice. They don't have any 30, right? Do you see any llamas that are around 30 billion? I didn't see any llamas around 30 billion. They have a code stroll. Isn't that minstrel for code? So we're doing a llama 8 billion. Llama 3.23 billion instruct, 70 billion instruct. Let's take a look at you. Yes, I know it doesn't work for my M1 Max. I don't want it on an M1 Max. It's a RTX 5090. Yeah, Llama C++. That's, yes. Okay. And then we're gonna add Apple Silicon M3 Ultra. Unified RAM. That's it. These are all of my things. Oh, no, this is not right. It's not 32. Oh, sorry, that's VRAM, yeah. Thank you. I have amazing GPU. Go back. So I can do... It doesn't think I can do any of these. Well, I don't think I can do any of those either. I'm glad that they added that. That's kind of cool. Let's... This one. Right? Because we were looking at 30 billion. Llama 4 Scout, 17 billion. I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, I know some people that I am acquainted with, like the Phi stuff. I'm not pulling DeepSeek, that wasn't on our list, was it? Okay, so we'll do a Llama. Should we do the 8 billion ultra long instruct? Yeah, thanks. Okay. And we'll keep you open, so... downloading them on this computer's not going to do us any good, but I just wanted to keep them bookmarked. For here. Now we know what we're going to do. Oh, look at that Mac. It's still macking out. Come on, Mac. Oh! It restarted! I do like this capture card. It's been a good capture card for me. Now let's do... Let's do a poll. Actually, we're just gonna do it in general. So I'm gonna add some polls. Let's go live. In general, and we'll see which computer, which one will perform better. 3 polls. We like them in Discord. $50.90 NVIDIA RTX 5090. Does that include it as a link? I wanted to have the link. Okay. Let's do another poll. The new device just joined my network.
This contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 to turn it on and set up your Mac. If you would like to learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the escape.
M3 Ultra or NVIDIA RTX 5090. And then we'll reply with the link. Okay, let's go over here. Capture card. So now we're back to setting it up again. No, you're new. We're starting new. Brand new on everything. Fresh start. This is intentional. set it up as a new Mac. Hopefully this will allow me to not repeat some of the mistakes of the past, particularly with OBS. Didn't we just do this? Okay. So usually... Don't hack into my computer, guys. What do you mean? Thank you, Rug, for sharing that Discord. I do have one. And it's like, let's hide the screen. No. I don't think so. Holy crap. Woohoo! All two of us. Remember when we had 800? Like, magic. You stream for a week and Twitch thinks that you're cool and sends you viewers. Or bots. And then you take a week off. I did take a week off because I don't know how to do this new job and stream. I really don't. Not streaming on Fridays is melting my brain. Every Friday, I just sit there and I'm like, I want to stream. I don't want to work. Every single Friday. And so then I'm like, what am I going to do with my life? Because all I want to... So I have to... And I don't know. Like, it's just like ingrained in my body. Okay, we got one more poll. One more poll. Well, the thing is, though, if you didn't watch the stream, you can still guess and be surprised until I post the YouTube video, which probably won't be for, like 3 years. Oh. Welcome to Mac. Did we already? I think this is the last one. Yeah. Okay, should we go? Okay. Polls are up on Discord. Let's continue. Yeah, believe it or not, it's a US keyboard. How'd you figure that one out? I love this. It like already knows what kind of keyboard it is and does that anyway. Okay. So before we run that, we need to set up the terminal and we need to set up. I don't think I need to set up one password yet. I just need. Oh, I do. So we need to install Arc. We need to set up one password, which I don't know how I'm going to be able to set up one password. Ooh, that's a good one. Because you'll have to see my screen, so you'll see the thing. I don't need. I just need a terminal, right? We'll do Arc. I'll set up one password off screen. And then we'll just have to do a second video for the Mac setup. I'll just have to record a separate video for that. But we did the unboxing. Unboxing video done with the setup. It's magically working. Done. Okay. By the way, Arc browser is no longer supported. So why is Mariah still using it? I don't know. We're gonna have some fun logging into stuff. Now that I think about it. Because I'm gonna just Hugging Face. We need to log into Hugging Face. Right? Did we finish downloading? No, it's not finished downloading. Okay, we'll let that download. Let's go ahead. Come back over here. Let's switch this over. Let's get ready on the GPU machine to run the benchmarks. Let's have that be what we're focused on right now. And then we'll do the other thing in a minute. So how I usually do this with remote desktop. And then I was going to... I thought it would be really fun to record... Where did the Microsoft Remote Desktop thing go? Oh. So I will be shutting down Pedro while we do the benchmarks for, I don't know, control purposes. Like, essentially, I want to be keeping the environment as controlled as possible, so I don't want to be running anything besides the OS. Like, I just want to be running as few things as possible. Do I have Chrome installed? I do not. Oh, I do have Chrome installed. No, I definitely don't. Oh, we're gonna run into that issue we had a while ago. Remember how we have things in a couple of different places? We have an Ubuntu thing that has a home, Soypete Tech, with stuff in it. Okay, we're gonna want to make sure everything gets downloaded and put into Chatbot so that we can have. If we don't have it in Chatbot, it does weird things. Isn't that what we decided, Rug? It has to be inside the Linux kernel itself. Excuse me. Did I install? I don't think I installed 1Password on this thing. Use tab complete. Nope. Oh, come on. How come it's not hiding the screen anymore? Like, if I, remember, no. Remember how once upon a time we talked about, where the location for the files had to be, and it needs to be in the same place where, it needs to be in the Linux user, like the path. It needs to not be in the Windows path, but the Linux path. We talked about that. For WSL. Okay. So that was essentially what I was saying. That we just needed to be able to see that. Okay, so this is why I put them in Discord. How come that that command? No, I don't want you to save this password. So we're gonna do a Q4. Oh no, not this hardware. It is this hardware we're on. Files and versions. We're doing a Q4. Couldn't download, network issue. You're a network issue. Yeah, so essentially we need to make sure that when this gets downloaded, it gets put into this path. I want it in the chatbot path, and we're probably actually going to even just put it inside models in here. In the LLaMA C++ models. It's pretty typical that that's just where models live anyway. So, I don't know what this Jinja stuff is. Because these are the Giga. Oh, look, they already have some. They have DeepSeek R1, DeepSeek LLM. Oh, we should use some of these default ones. That's what we should have been doing. Like, who knows what I'm doing? We're downloading, okay. This Mistral set is going right here. Copy to models. Cool. We did it. Where's the other one? Come on. Files and versions. We're doing Q4 on all of them. That's just what I'm doing. Because that's what we're doing. When this finishes downloading, we'll pop it in there. This is, all of these models is probably like why LLaMA C++ is so big. And so you can use the other thing that you just want to point out, when you're just running them, you can use this Hugging Face path itself and it will download it for you. But what it doesn't do, you have to have the Giga file pre-downloaded to use LLaMA Bench. So that is why we are downloading these and then putting them in the WSL path. Pretty simple, all for LLaMA Bench. Let's go ahead. And get another one ready. We're doing a 4K. 19 gigabytes for the 4K on 32. Woof! That might take a little bit to download. It's noon. Okay, did this sucker get downloaded yet? Nope, we're still doing that. Okay, they're both downloading. We got one going. So I thought about putting some. What do you think, chat? Or just Rug? It's up to you. It's probably just you, Rug. Excel spreadsheet? I mean, spreadsheet or Python notebook for keeping track of these benchmark stuff. I was just thinking doing a Google Sheet, to be honest. Markdown table. Then I can't do the calculations. Should we just keep them in ChatGPT? Why am I not signed in? I don't have Excel. I meant Google Sheet. Okay, I don't actually know what they're gonna give us. Ask GPT to create the stats. Okay. Let's record them and then see what ChatGPT thinks the stats should have been. Actually, let's do this. We'll do Mistral 7B. We'll do 2. We'll do model name. We'll do GPU, and then we'll do the stats. So that means that there'll be 2 lines for each model. And this one will be M3 Ultra. And this one will be RTX 5090. Right? Okay, and then we just have to make it super big. I'll make it look nice later. Okay. Almost downloaded. 3 seconds left. 1 second. Open file. Okay. Okay, let's... Oh, they're both downloaded now? No, we already copied you. Copy you. And copy you. Okay, now we gotta do the same thing on our capture card. What? Wake up! Wake up, Mac. Thank you. Thank you for not sleeping on me. What? We already set up the keyboard. Okay. So when I do the Mac setup stream, which I will do because I've created a script that sets up my Mac in 30, like, I can set up, it literally will set my Mac up in 5 minutes. It's just a 5-minute script. I just have to download 1Password to set up SSH first. It should have slightly better clarity. This is like a little rough. Well, no, you don't think it's a browser for anyone because you don't maintain it. Yeah, I'll sign in. Oh, what's my ARC password? Oh my gosh, Mariah. It's like only... It's only like a 50-character password. Did I spell my email right? Yeah, I did. No, it exists. Woo! Thank you for syncing. Oh, we can download these. The other thing we need to download is LLaMA. We can use HTTPS for that. LLaMA bench. No, you're supposed to like use the Apple Magic stuff to be a full. I thought like dragging it up to the top did the Apple Magic pin thing. Right? I want it to be absolutely huge. No, you can set everything else up, Apple, later. We don't want to have any garbage running on this computer when we download our giant things. Okay, we did the 19. We're doing 4Q on 4Q4 on all of them. LM Studio Community. Q4. And Mistral Q4. And we did the 4 GB. Which one did we do? Did we do small or we did medium? Okay. Oh look, and I have the benchmark open too. Don't know if I'm signed in anything, but it's open. Oh. Where did chat go? Chat! Chat's gone! Woo! I was scared I lost chat for a minute. I can't do anything without chat. It's gonna tell me to install it with Brew. I can install it with a curl. And then I have to build it. I have to build it anyway. For Apple Silicon, I think. To disable metal build... Oh, I don't want to do that. When built with metal support, you can explicitly jable... Okay, I don't want to do that either. It's built by... Okay, so this one does run default, thank goodness. So I just have to install it. We fixed the GPU one. Packages, LLaMA. So where's the download thing? Okay, so I have to install Brew first. I know. I'll make sure to uninstall it before I do my other thing. Ah. And that's why, did you see that it said the X-Line tools are gonna... I was been wondering. Oh, you can't see. I need to share this. Capture card. I thought we were sharing the capture card. Okay, so you can see the capture card. So I've been wondering for a while why it didn't say anything about installing the capture card. And not the capture card, the Xcode stuff. Hey, Waku Waku. Is because it just automatically. So I wondered why I haven't had to manually install Xcode tools, because usually you have to. And because when you install anything, it just says, hey, did you want to install Xcode tools? Like, that was it. I want the text to be gigantic. How do I make the text be gigantic? Text. I want it to be like 24. Okay. No, I wanted. Why? Okay, can you save that? How come that didn't make it huge? I wanted it to be huge so that you could see. Okay. While that's downloading, should we do some llama bench on the GPU? Since this one is a normal size? Okay. Also, why do my things never work? Okay. Like, you're supposed to stop. Okay. I just broke the terminal. Oh, I was using the wrong keyboard, Mariah. I bet I broke everything. It's like, what did you do? Okay. Okay, now it can go back to installing Homebrew. Other keyboard. Okay. So from here, I do cd chatbot, cd build. Well, yeah. So this is where the models are. And this is where our builds for the GPU are. So if I go llama bench. I should be able to do help. Okay. So llama bench. So I'll give it the model file name. And I'm just going to run everything default. And let's see what it gives us. Is it -M? Yeah, so I can do model or -M. And so it is build. Okay. Models and then Mistral. Isn't that what the file is called? Oh, what did I call that file? Hi, Lulu. How are you? I just want to copy. Paste. Did it not copy the name? Oh, it didn't copy the name. It copied the whole file. No, don't. I don't want to open. Okay, I'll just... do this. Okay. That way I can see what the Mistral 7B instruct v0.1.q4 underscore k underscore m dot gguf, right? Fingers crossed. Failed to load file. I thought that was going to be the case when it didn't. It's doing the thing again because it's in mount. It's in mount again. Look. It's in mount again. It's like not that hard. Every time. But why did... And then this bin. This is where I needed to be the whole time. And now I should be able to run it. The files are in the right place. The files are in Linux. Hey, baby. Build, bin, models. See if this works. There we go. And it's running with the NVIDIA 5090. Okay. Hey, Lulu. I don't need this anymore. Hi, Lulu. Lulu. That baby. Okay. Tokens per second. Compute capability is 12. Look at that. So we're going to have size. So this is all the things we need to put in our CSV. Hey, Lulu. Did you come for kisses? Mama's doing her benchmark testing. I know, Lulu. Lulu. She sticks her head under my arm, her wet nose. Go get your friends. Were you barking? Oh, yeah, your friends were going for Lulu. Hi, Lulu. Okay, now she's got her head underneath me. Okay. So we have model. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Better move this keyboard over here, or else I'm gonna have problems in a minute. Lulu. Okay. So we're gonna do everything on this computer, and then we'll do everything on the new Mac Studio. How's that sound? Okay. That didn't paste. Lulu, I love you. Okay, so it did pull everything. I just didn't paste it right. Okay. Wait, we ran the LLaMA one? Okay. I thought we weren't running the LLaMA. I thought we were doing the other one. Apparently we were doing the LLaMA one. Hey, baby. Lulu. Hi, Lulu. Okay. So this would be RTX 5090. I love you. So this is model size. And it was 7.01 gigabytes. In case you're wondering, it's gigabytes, not gigabytes. Parameters. What was it? 7.24B? back end is what that is. Okay. Back end is CUDA. What does NGL stand for? I don't know what NGL is. 99. This was something else. And then this was tokens per second. Hey, Lulu. Oh, gosh. This was test is what that's called. So what test it's running? Oh, wait. I did put Mistral, and then it said it was running the LLaMA.cpp. Oh, that's fabulous. Like, right? We're noticing this. This is not just me. I ran Llama Bench on the Mistral file we downloaded from Hugging Face, and the model it says is LLaMA.cpp. So, fabulous. That's what you get when you download Mistral from the bloke, I guess. There's some encoding somewhere that makes it LLaMA.cpp. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, so this is the same, except for when it... So, I bet you that... Okay, so... I'm gonna call this one prediction. And so this one... So, when we're over here, sorry. See, this has got to be token generation. So this is prompt prediction and token generation. So that's how long it takes to process a prompt and how long it takes to generate a token. Those are two different things. Oh, that should go over here. Paste. It looks like the backend and the GPU are going to be kind of redundant. Paste. Okay, should we do the next one? One more. Okay, so this one... We go to Llama Bench. So instead of doing Mistral, we're going to do Llama. Why isn't it doing this? Why isn't it doing my text complete? . Thank you. Okay. No. Okay. So this is the one we downloaded as LLaMA. And it's going to take a minute longer. Because this one... Oh, same size. Okay. How come they say the same thing? Why is the Mistral... Okay, so Mistral encoded as the wrong thing. So this one is slightly smaller. No, it's slightly larger. But we have 8 billion parameters. CUDA. So this one is... I mean, they're literally the same. If you look at the plus minus, like, they perform the same. Okay. Let's run the other one while we're sitting here. So this model, I think, was 19 gigabytes. It was quite a bit larger. 18.4 gigabytes. And look, it's significantly slower. But I'm just like... So this is a tokenization one. Sorry. Siri, I said sorry, and Siri is like, hey, I'm here. So I posted a video in Discord a while back when I was looking. Did I post it in Discord? I didn't post it in this Discord. I'll have to post it in my Discord. So when the day I bought my Mac Studio, I was doing some research onto the M3 Ultra versus the M4 Max. And I went with the M3 Ultra because it said it was better for LLMs on this guy's video. But the reason I wanted to do this benchmarking comparison, and these benchmarks aren't necessarily the things I'm going to run for Pedro. Because with Pedro, we're not necessarily trying to go for speed. We're trying to go for something. Anyway. Oh, so that was this one. This is probably still 99. But it said that the M3 Ultra and the M4 Max outperformed the NVIDIA 5090 and it was just a blanket outperformed when it comes to LLM tokenization. And I was like, and it didn't show you how it did it. It didn't have any kind of way for me to validate that at all. And I was like, this is not a peer-reviewed YouTube video. Because peer-reviewed research, the whole point of it, you have to publish something that can be reproduced, and people will publish papers just reproducing your work. Like, that's how peer review works. And so I was like, well, let's peer review his video. I was a PhD researcher once for one semester, but I was a PhD researcher, so I know how to do this. And like any good PhD researcher, we're recording our results in an Excel spreadsheet. Am I right? But we can reproduce them. I'm recording it. Everybody can reproduce them. So that's the important part. So look at the tokenization. To be fair, that's 68 tokens per second on this Quinn, I think, is better than what I would get on just regular RAM. So it's not like we're doing that bad. Do you like my water bottle I got from my new employer? Sometimes when I press this button, can you see that? Sometimes when I press this button, it like shoots off. And so I have to go find the button again and put it back. Okay. That's all 3 of them. Delete row. Delete row. Okay, I'm interested to see if these ones show up as MetaLLaMA in the capture card one. So I can do the capture card stuff without changing screens, so you won't see the notebook for a bit. Allow. We downloaded them, right? Okay, so now we need to do brew install LLaMA.c++. No. What? I just did that. Okay, now can I do brew install LLaMA.c++? Okay. And then we'll just go to downloads and run them from downloads. Isn't that kind of jank? But it's fun. It's cool, right? Okay, so now... Okay, let me see. It will CD downloads. LS. Yes, 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 the term... Oh. Okay, so those are there. Wait, I only have 2. I only have Mistral and Llama. Did we not download the other one? LM Community. Okay, so now that's downloading. We will not run Llama Bench while it's downloading because that defeats the fake controls I have, right? So part of this, oh, you can't, let's change the vertical scene to capture device. Hide this. No. Hide OS capture. Oh, hi. Hey, yo, Cobalt, Ethan. NGL, number of GPU layers? Thank you. My chat's not working. I had no idea what was being said in chat. Oh, gosh. Sorry. How you doing, Cobalt Ethan? Price per token? No, I don't have an estimated price per token because that price is in kilowatt hours of my electricity bill. And I don't know. I don't know the kilowatt hours of my electricity bill. Can somebody type in chat and see if my chat fixes? Maybe ask... Well, Pedro's dead. So don't ask Pedro a question. Oh, we can have Pedro running again now. Let me go restart Pedro. You're doing bad. Something, thank you. Okay. 1 minute. Let me do llama serve, and then Pedro will be back. Sorry, tail scale serve. Oh, I think to... Huh? Foreground already exists under this port? Okay, let me test you. We can just go up here and test it, see if I... Oh, you're not on tail scale, so it won't work. I don't know. Does somebody want to talk to see if Pedro's up? Pedro might be dead. Yes, this breaks my workflow after you're halfway through the migration. Freaky! Hi, how are you? We are about to... Oh, my mother is calling me. 1 second. Hi, Mom. What's up? No, but I have to go to the store before I come, but I'm not gonna be there till like almost dinner time. Okay, but if I just bring it when I come, that's fine. Okay, yeah, well, I have to go to the store to get the ice cream sandwiches, so I'll get barbecue sauce. Okay, no problem. I love you too, bye. My mother, needs that. There's literally an XKD space. We're merging Mendry as per schedule. Well, do it. Do it, Cobalt Ethan. Do it. Use iPhone as webcam. Oh gosh, where is my thing? Continue. Remind me later. Remind me later. We're not setting anything up. We just want this to download. Where's my terminal? Safari can quit. Okay. Thank you. No, you said it was number of GPU layers. Come on, Pedro. So let's see. Okay, we are here. So if we do ls, okay, can we do llama bench dash help? Whew, we got a llama bench. Dude, Cobalt, are you like on a platform team or something? Because you definitely sound like that's what you do. It's just everything you're saying is just like, yeah, I'm trying to do my job, and these idiot developers are in my way. Which I would probably be one of your idiot developers, but I usually try to be nice. An RX 550, which is 5 years. I mean, if it's a GPU, it's a GPU, right? So we need to do llama bench. That's all we did, right? We did llama bench dash m. And it should... In 5 weeks, you'll be the platform team. And then they'll have no excuse. No excuse but to beg for mercy. Oh, so I'm downloading QN twice. So we're going to cancel that download. We have this one downloading. No, don't open it. Come on, just finish downloading. I can't run this until you download. What's his excuse? That he doesn't interfere with anybody else? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Do whatever you want, dude. Revert your commit and then make sure your make file is never committed again. I don't see a problem. Like... use the excuse. Yeah. Gotta love those 10x developer types. They just think they're the world, but they just get in, like... They may produce a lot of code, but they sure do get in the way of teams actually being productive. Or organizations. In my opinion. Yeah. No, he's a smart. I'm not saying he's not capable. Like, I 100% think he's capable. That's why I said he's a 10x developer type. Like, in my experience, 10x developers, completely capable, completely smart, genius guys, right? Do all kinds of incredible things, but they get in everybody else's way. Like, they're just like assholes to work with. But because they are smart and provide so much value, dude, I vent on my stream. I don't care. You gotta vent to the people who get it, right? And we get it. He's a 0.05x developer. Ugh. Well, then, in my opinion, if you can't hit 1x, then should you have a job? Right? Legacy code. So then you kill the legacy code. And you should be just fine. Why is it trying to open my thing? Thank you. Okay, just download. Download. We got 4 gigabytes left. Come on. And I know you've got like 80 megabytes up and down. Not 80. 800 megabytes up and down. You shouldn't have a problem downloading this sucker. $16 gigabytes of 19.75. Do you actually work in Cobalt, Ethan? $45 minutes to 17-minute build time. That's impressive. That's a 3x. Well, I mean, is that 300% faster or 3 times faster? 3 times faster is 300%. Right? Man. No, I asked if you actually work in Cobalt. Oh, in Cobalt. Dude, I'm getting crazy. No, I'm just saying congrats on your time improvements. That's it. Ignore me. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm just really upset that this thing hasn't downloaded yet. When my internet's so fast. Hey, you took the time to improve it to change it, like... I don't know. I don't think... If somebody made my life easier by making me not have to wait 45 minutes for a build, don't know if I could complain. Freaky took 5 days, 2 days to download GTA 5, sorry. I wouldn't want to touch Cobalt with a 10-foot pole. I just misread Cobalt and thought Cobalt, but C++ makes sense with your build times. Yeah, I mostly do Go, so I don't have a build time problem. All my latency comes from internet connections, you know? Four minutes. Okay, it is going faster now. M3 Ultra. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I don't know where I'm typing. I get confused when I have two keyboards in front of me. Even more. I don't know. I guess again, it's probably a symptom of what I do. But I just find that like stuff like that gets in my way more than anything else. Like build times and stuff. If I have to wait for a CI/CD pipeline, I don't have enough time to do anything else. So I just like am sitting there for 3 minutes on my phone. The Apple chips? Yeah, I know. I didn't know that they had released the M3 Ultra. I got too busy to watch their keynotes. Then I got a new job, so now I am unbusy anymore and I can watch keynotes again. I didn't know that they released the M4 and stuff, so I didn't know that they had the M3 Ultra and the new Mac Studios. I was waiting for an M3 Mac Studio. 40-second build time? Anyway, I'm really excited to see how this compares, because if this does any kind... If I could get a 7 billion parameter model to do prediction and tokenization at this speed, I would turn off Copilot and run my own LLM locally for code stuff. Like, I would completely remove that. I would quit paying for Copilot and just do everything locally for that. Oh, yeah, cache from the build server. Clearly. I haven't done the C++ since college, so I don't have no idea. Did it download? Did it download? Did it download? Did it download? Will you stop this? You don't need to set up a keyboard. You just need to finish this download. We got a gigabyte left. Come on. We got a gigabyte left. Your 800 megabyte per second connection can do better than that. To be fair, it is on my 2.5 gigahertz band, which has like 90% of the devices in my house. So it's sharing the bandwidth. It has an Ethernet port that I will hook it up to, and it'll be lightning fast eventually, but right now it's just I haven't put anything on it yet because we had to do the unboxing earlier. Because I just didn't do the unboxing previous to today. So close. So close. Okay. 100 megabytes. So LLaMA.cpp has a tool they actually recommend. I was looking at it the other day. By GML.org. So if you just like over here on GML.org, they're like, they have Llama Vim, which is just a plugin to run your local models. So like, this is straight up what I would use. And they tell you how to install it with Lazy Vim, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just the Lazy Vim plugin, Lazy and Vim. So like, this is it. This is what I would run. And just point it to whatever model I choose. So like, I am ready for it. And then, or if I want to, like, obviously I can self-host it, but like, if I could run it locally with the bindings, look at that. I don't know if it's built on MCP, so I doubt it. What they're suggesting to do LLaMA server means they're probably just using the open API spec. And you just point it at your self-host, point it at localhost. Yes, you would just have to set up an MCP server on top of, that's the thing, is I think you have to set up an MCP server on top of the LLaMA server. LLaMA server doesn't support MCP currently. So that's what that's one of the projects I actually want to do next is hook up MCP to Pedro, because I think that would make some of my side project development like way faster. But see, like, they're just doing it in Vim, and they're just doing local text gen, and I think it's cool. But yeah, they just use LLaMA server. Anyway, this is done. So I'm gonna actually quit Arc. Just because we don't need it anymore. Yep. We'll set you up in a minute. Okay. Let's run this sucker. I'm interested to see if this one also calls itself LLaMA.cpp. Uh-oh, Discord. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do, what they end up doing with the MCP stuff. What the LLaMA C++ org, the GML org ends up doing with that. So this is running, okay, so again, we ran the Mistral stuff. You can see that, right? We ran Mistral, and it calls it I mean, I think Code could even do that, so there's no reason you can't do that. Okay, so so this is the same. So the back end is metal. So this is not NGL. This is threads. Nice. On a build server or Git hook? Well, I mean, Claude Code wouldn't do it on a build server or Git hook, but like Claude Code just calls Claude's MCP. So yeah, like you could, yes, with MCP you could do it if that's what you're saying. It uses 20 threads. So it's doing PP 512, and that is prompt prediction. 512 is the context that it's sticking with. That is slow. What do you mean this outperforms? No. So, right, and it said that everything came default. This is not. No. 1,000 tokens per second does not compare to the 12,000 token per second that we got on the... Well, okay, I'll go through these in a minute. Well, it said it's using metal. Like, and it said everything else ran out of the box, and I don't want to change anything. The depth, because I didn't run anything else. I just ran defaults. So what I'll probably need to do is I'll probably need to figure out what the number of GPU layer max is that I can do and the number of thread max is, and that should be what I compare actually, because I want to max it out. Let's look at that. Let's ask ChatGPT, because ChatGPT knows what it's talking about. There we go. What? I want to max out the GPU on the M3 Ultra and the RTX 5090. I think I need to not use default settings on LLaMA bench. So I need to set the threads for the unified RAM and the NGL for CUDA. What should yeah, I mean, it's just running it on default, so it's not doing any. So it's doing the build for metal, but it's clearly not doing any optimizations. Up to 76 cores, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Let's run this again. Oh, we don't have copy paste. So we'll run everything. So we're going to do context and batch size. Okay. Okay, so we need to go up to capture card. Okay, now this is still like... Okay. So it says we do llama bench, Mistral GGUF, then we do threads, which is -T. Do I have a personalized chat Gibberty? I have the personal account, so I was in a project where I can do personalized prompts, yes. I didn't like context size because I didn't do it correct. What did I not do that time? Context size? Oh, that's because context size is not that. That's end prompt. Well, let's keep the context size that. So context size, we have a cache type, would be the U batch size. And that batch is like, so end prompt is what they are confusing with the context size, by the way. End prompt is 512. We'll keep that at 512. We'll keep the end gen at 216. And then the batch size they have at 2048. So all we need to do is change the thread to 32. It's the same. That didn't change it at all. That's the same output that I just got. So, yes, that is the exact same thing I just got. So, like, there's no change when we change it from 20 threads to 32 threads. So it said we can do up to 76 threads. So I think we should keep this. I'll keep the 20. Clearly, it didn't change anything. Nope, that is the wrong thing. TG. But what am I limiting on? I'm just running the llama bench defaults. What do you mean limit? So it just has a default prompt that it's giving it, and it's probably give me. So the default prompt is give me a recipe to make chocolate chip cookies in French. So that's what it's using with the default content. Like, I'm using defaults on everything. The only thing I did here. Oh, the default is 20 threads. So we ran 20 threads. I updated it to 32 threads. I think I have like 3 extra terminals running back here. Oh. Oh, you want me to do fewer threads? I don't think fewer threads would change anything. It would make it, should make it slower. Wait, no, it's the same. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bigger one. And try the default 20 threads. So the bigger model is that. So this is just running the default. What memory limit? I've got 96 gigabytes of unified memory. Like, yes, I'm sure I can do something. If I were to split this up. But, like, I don't quite know. I'm going to try this with 76 in a minute, which should be the maximum number of cores. So I'm going to do 76. I just wanted to see what the default one did first. I don't know. I don't know. So to me, it doesn't seem like the number of threads change a thing. So I don't know what he was using to benchmark. But according to my benchmarks, the M3 doesn't have anything on NVIDIA. Okay, let me go. I gotta add this. I gotta add this. I gotta add our data. So the same. Okay. I have a spreadsheet. Like, and like, to be fair, like, the M3 is doing a good job. Just not compared to CUDA, not compared to VRAM. Like, that's all I'm getting at. Is that it doesn't seem... It doesn't seem like the metal GPU doesn't seem to compete with NVIDIA GPUs, is all I'm saying. Now, that could be 100% LLaMA C++ is not optimized for Mac the way it is for Linux. What we should test... Well, so LLaMA uses LLaMA C++ underneath, but yeah, I need to go comment on that guy's. I want to know how that guy did his benchmarking, because he said that this outperformed the RTX 5090. And when we did it with 20 threads, it was literally almost identical. It was actually slightly faster, but the percentage error took care of that. Oh, this one is actually 7.1. Okay, let's go back and do the LLaMA C++, but let's change the NGL to see how high we can get it. And let's do it on the QWin, since that's the one that we did, the 76, which should have been max. Sorry, still entering the data. This is gonna be, this is gonna be a really fun talk. When I give the talk, which will be in a few weeks. Will you stop that? Sorry, it kept telling me to convert it to a table, and I didn't want to convert it to a table. Yeah, and I don't think I have never seen anybody say, this is how you optimize LLaMA C++ for Mac. So, like, there's definitely some tuning here that I have a lot to embed with, like, to mess around with. Which I will do after I set it up. For real. This was just a benchmarking exercise. Okay, so I'm gonna open, sorry, Pedro's down. So, and then with this, we have an NGL. And then what did ChatGPT say to do? 60? Oh, we were doing 99. What is the max we can do? Like, if 99's the max, then we were already done. Okay, so we were doing. Really, it says to do 30 to 40. Okay, let's try it with 30. Okay, you guys can't see, so let me switch it over. Okay. Yeah. .25 gigabytes second RAM transfer speed, and yes, it should be that. It has to be that LLaMA C++ is not there. Like, what else could it be? Because it's not the hardware. Okay, so this says to do it with like 30. I like, it was 99. Is it? No, it's any AI workload of 4 gigabytes cannot be faster than 0.15 seconds then. Yes. You're like, the only thing I'm testing is tokens per second. And I should be able to get 200 gigabytes per second. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. So it has to be something else. Like, it has to be that it just doesn't. I don't think it's like a metal build thing. Like, I could do 100%. I think the next step would be, let's build it on my machine. So I built the CUDA one with the CUDA drivers on my machine. So yeah, maybe it's built on like an M2 or something, and that doesn't do anything. Like, yeah, and so maybe it's misdetecting the M3 when it downloads. But according to the docs, it says it doesn't need. It should just do metal BLAS, BLAS, and like the metal should be agnostic. As long as it's any Apple Silicon, it should work the same theoretically. Should we test that? We can run it on my M1 Mac. Look at how small that is. Yeah, ChatGPT has no clue what it's talking about. No, sorry, I wanted the whole thing. I already have that recorded. I was just doing that for me. I just don't have Git set up, so I can't do the build yet, but we should do that. The other thing we can test right now, though, well, it won't. So while I have OBS running, doing a test on my M1 Mac is pointless. Because OBS consumes significant CPU, and it's unified, whatever. But yeah, like, let's go just look at those docs real quick. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Command tab. Not you. So they do have, so they should have some. I also, not chatter. What's llama swap? Oh, nice. So you could change it if you wanted to do different optimizations. That's smart. So in docs, says prompting using batch sizes higher than 32, the default is 1512. Using blast does not affect performance generation. This is only available on Mac PCs and is enabled by default, so it should work theoretically. I don't have CMake installed, so the building it right now is just a waste of time. Why would I do that? We did the CUDA stuff. So clearly, yeah, it literally says don't do anything if you have metal. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but look at when the release was. Oh. It was February 15th. Yeah, I don't think they've updated anything for M3 since then. I just want to know... Yes, I know CMake is a quick install. That's not the issue. The issue is I don't have anything set up, and I want to make a video of me setting up the Mac. I know. I'm just looking at the doc, sorry. This is the latest release. And it was an hour ago. But this is before stable. So these must be just branch builds. Yeah, I need to grab some lunch in a minute. Okay, let's go see. Let me see. We'll just... Why is it on Forge? It shouldn't be on Forge. Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah, we'll need to delete that video. Let me go see if it's on Discord. I don't want you anymore. So, I want to end with the video. And then, we'll do some more benchmarking later because, like I said, we have to, we definitely, it wasn't tech chat. It was this one. Yeah, business site. Open it, man. No, we're gonna. So we'll end with this. And I'll see if he tells you how he did the benchmarking, but I don't think you did. Because thank you for following the channel, Ethan. I mean, Cobalt. Anyway. So this video is oh, let's pause that music. Where is Spotify? Okay. So this video is what I watched when I was doing research for on the Mac Studio. So again, just brief recap. I was waiting for the Mac Studio to upgrade from the M2 because I have an M1 Max. MacBook Pro. So I didn't feel like the M2 was a big enough step, so I was waiting for an M3 or 4. When I found out that the Mac Studio had the M3 Ultra and the M4 Max, I was trying to figure out which one would be better for streaming and not LLM development, because I don't build LLMs, but, you know, running LLMs locally, because I prefer to develop on Mac. Even though I just really like Macs. So this is the video. I found it really informative, really nice. It was a good video. But let me turn it up real quick. So you can hear it. He threw out some benchmarks about halfway through, and I think we're just going to skip ahead to the benchmarks.
I've been using it and benchmarking it over the past 4 to 5 days. Not only am I going to compare it to the MacBook Pro 16 with M4 Max to give you an idea of how it compares to the Mac Studio with M4 Max, I'm also going to be comparing it to the previous M2 Ultra along with other MacBooks and a custom PC with an RTX 59 market.
Okay, so like there's a Cinebench so there were like he did several benchmarks. He benchmarked GPU heavy, he benchmarked because like let's talk about the things that they're used for, right? Mac Studios are targeting graphic design, they're targeting video editing. And now they're trying to, with the Metal, target LLM stuff, whereas RTX has always targeted gamers. And then again with CUDA, so we've got two things. You very rarely see PCs being used. Again, custom built. This custom build is not for video editing. Like, look at that. That custom build 100% is for gaming. So you'll see custom built video editing things like the Pixar PCs that have anyway. But Macs are very common for video editing and graphic design. Not so much PCs. So like this is the first benchmark. And I do a lot of video editing, and so for the channel and stuff, I mean, greater than 0. So I was like, great. This seemed to outperform the M4 Max. I do have an M4 Max MacBook Pro from work. So the M3 Ultra outperformed the Mac. Great. That was thing 1. Speedometer. This is the browser benchmark. And I was like, who cares about browsing the internet? So I ignored that one. This one was Mozilla Firefox versus Chrome. No, yeah, right. Cinebench has nothing to do with AI inference. We'll get there. Let's go here.
Directly on 2 gigabytes of VRAM. That means I was able to load DeepSeek 2.5. The harsh language is actually AI. And I think this is probably one of the major reasons to upgrade to the M3 Ultra version is if you're using any sort of large language model. Being able to spec this thing with 256 or 512 gigabytes of unified memory allows you to increase the amount of VRAM that you can use. For example,
so he is using 225 gigabytes of unified memory. I have 96 gigabytes of unified memory because I did not want to spend $8,000 on this computer. I do not make that much money from Twix.
This 256 version, I can use up to 192 gigabytes of VRAM. That means I was able to load DeepSeek.
All right, he said 192 gigabytes. I have 96.
2.5, the 160 billion parameter model, loaded directly into memory. You couldn't do that.
So they're using LM Studio, not LLaMA C++. He said he was doing that directly into memory because he had 196.
This before with a Mac. It's really hard to do with a single GPU. You need multiple GPUs, but now you can do it directly on one device. Now, the tokens per second are not going to blow you away. They're anywhere from 10 to 20 tokens a second, which is fast, but not like blazing fast. But the idea behind this is that you can load up the LLM on one machine and then daisy chain other machines to this to increase the tokens per second performance. And this is very exciting.
M3 Studio cluster. Not happening. Mac Mini cluster, definitely possible, but Mac Minis don't get M3 Ultras.
For those of you who work with AI. Now, if you're a creator and you're using Photoshop, the M4 Max is the top performer. Now, I'm not sure why it's the top performer, but I can take a couple of guesses. Maybe Photoshop.
He says M4 Max is better for Photoshop. I don't use Photoshop.
Just doesn't utilize all the cores of the M3 Ultra, which means when you have faster single core clock speeds, the M4 Max kind of comes out on top. But the good news is the M3 about 6 minutes.
So DaVinci Resolve, this, if my understanding, was 3D rendering. And as you can see, NVIDIA does 3D rendering better. Blender, NVIDIA does Blender better. Where did he put, I swear he had a LLM thing somewhere. So I just completely, there was no benchmarking anywhere. We didn't see any benchmarking of LLMs, correct? No benchmarking of LLMs, so I benchmarked them. The only thing he said was that you can do it with LM Studio in memory, and LM Studio, just like LLaMA 3, does do OpenAI API compatibility. Yes, he is getting more memory channels. So with a unified RAM, so essentially how it works is they have RAM, and then they have the metal GPU. So essentially, they just use GPU acceleration when you run out of RAM. That's what unified RAM essentially is doing. So it's just using ARM processing CPU to parallelize the jobs, and metal just does a little bit of acceleration. That's kind of all it is. So it's nothing magical. It's not doing full GPU parallelization. It's just doing ARM processing. So nothing magical, but that's great. I think we've learned a lot today, and mostly what we've learned is it was worth, like, do I regret purchasing the oh, let's put a poll up there while we're thinking about it. Oh, we should play our music again.
The second, which is fast, but not
I don't
like
want to
blazing
listen to you, dude. I want to listen to Spotify. Raid browser. I have to go to a family barbecue, sorry. So I'm just getting this ready. So we're gonna grab Eduardo. He's been doing a lot, so we like it when people do a lot. Same category for sure. Okay, can we say same? Why do people do things that are like not the same language? Looks like everybody that was streaming this morning has logged off for the same reason I have. Which is, they have, like, some kind of family commitment that they have to do this afternoon. So there were a ton of people this morning. Yeah, Will, thank you. That's what my mother called me about, like, 5 seconds ago. Poll. Who should we raid? Eduardo, FPS, and then what was the other one? Misaka. Okay, we're gonna do 5 minutes on this. And then we can do our closing thoughts now that we have that. Okay, don't forget to vote in the poll. But essentially, what we can gather from this, running Pedro on the NVIDIA GPU with CUDA is fabulous. CUDA clearly has much better LLM acceleration than Metal stuff, and I think that's on Apple. That's on Apple to develop something that is as good at GPU acceleration as that's this one, by the way. No, this one. It's on Apple to develop something as good at GPU acceleration as CUDA. Sorry, I'm totally not even looking at you. So I'm not complaining. I still think if I were to run like this 8 billion parameter model, what's this one? We didn't even test that one. Let's go not do that. While you're voting, let's do that. So like if I was to run this LLaMA ultra long, what did I miss? Oh, it needs to have a -M. I think if I were to run this locally, I could get a pretty decent performance. And I could easily run it alongside OBS without having the memory issues we used to have. So I can do local development just fine with LLMs on this machine. Easily. I don't think I would ever make a prod LLM cluster where people are like, oh, Mac Mini cluster. I would never do that. I would never do a Mac Studio cluster. I would, if I was going to spend the $5,000, $8,000 it costs for this, I'm going NVIDIA all the way. Yeah, at $10,000, that's about the same as the Mistral one, and like the this, yeah, that would perform perfectly for local development. So I think this is a great local development machine where I can run the LLM in one session and essentially develop against it, or I could even make a tool kind of like Claude that generates code for me, and I think it would do it great. Because I think we'd be insane to think that Claude Code is using its full, well, it does think it's using Claude 4, but I think it's using a quantized Claude 4. M3 clusters are dumb. A lot of people say make a Mac Mini cluster because it's cheap. They're $500. But I think one GPU with mini PCs, which is the cluster I have essentially at home, is much more efficient and cheaper. Because I only need one thing to run the GPU. I can call it as many times as I want. We have it's latency wasn't bad. So that's pretty much my takeaways. I think it's a great machine. I love it. I'm so excited I bought it. I'm so excited I get to set up a new Mac computer from scratch. We'll fix OBS so that the recordings don't have audio. And we can do the editing, and I'll clean off my desk. So I'm really excited I got it. I'm so glad that we get to like do all that fun stuff with it. But it's gonna be. Yes, I would not say make an M3 cluster for your home lab at all. Waste of money. You can, I think, like, based on that performance, if we were to go look it up, I think, like, you can get a 4080 or a 5080 or anything at, like, a cheaper GPU, and it would perform better. Like, so don't necessarily do that. Unless you're obsessed with Apple like me. So let's see how our raid votes are going. Ooh. Raid Eduardo. So did I win for getting all the votes right? Yes. What did you win? Oh, an A100? Yes. If I could get my hands on an A100, we would, right? That's all I have to do is get my hands on an A100. So, if I could do that, we'll win. Actually, at work, they found some H200 machines that are on back order. I'm gonna look into that. So we could do that. But, thank you guys. Get on Discord. I'm gonna put a poll up, hopefully this week, for our weekly stream times. To see what everybody works best. But I'll see you later, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye for real this time.